Hi, my name is Doug. I'm going to show you how to take a cold shower. So you might think it's just a matter of jumping in the cold shower and just suffering for a minute or two every day just to show how tough you are. But, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos over the years. I've been doing this for like 5 years now, cold showers. And there's a lot of things they don't mention that I've personally discovered. So I thought I'd share, and I'll just talk for a little bit, and I will be jumping in the shower. So one of the things is that you don't just go full blast right off the bat. So if you're just starting with cold showers, maybe do a lukewarm shower first, and then maybe slowly ramp it up. Another thing you can do is you can put it full blast cold if you want, and just start with your feet one day. And then the next day, go to your shins, and then your knees, and then your thighs, etc., etc. And then ease into it. What you definitely don't want to do is just panic and be so tight, because to me the cold shower will actually be more harmful there. It'll just make you tight and stressed out. It'll be something you don't want to do every day. So make sure you're on that razor's edge of discomfort and ease, kind of like it's a challenge, but it's something you can overcome. And in that way, you just push it further and further every day until you can take the cold shower. It might take months, it might take years. I mean, who cares? So the water here, I'm in central Connecticut, New England. I have a 400-foot deep well, so the water temperature is pretty constant year-round. It's at a crisp 55 degrees. Which is plenty cold enough, trust me. I mean, I wish it got colder so I could push myself further, but 55 is pretty good. So it's a temperature where you're always like, I don't really want to do this today, but I'm going to do it anyway. And benefits. If you're into this, if you listen to Wim Hof or anything, you'll see countless benefits. Screw the benefits, the health benefits, like cardiovascular. It's gonna de-stress. It'll help your anxiety. Screw all that. Why are you doing the cold shower? Just so it's something hard that you do every day. That alone will be the benefit. It's like a check mark every day. I did something hard. I got it over with. I did it. It's probably the hardest thing you're gonna do on a day-to-day basis, unless you're in a war zone or something. I am wearing a bathing suit, obviously, for proprietary purposes, but usually I do this naked. So what I do is, I actually start off the shower a little warm. I get myself used to it. I get a little comfortable. I kind of trick my body into a false sense of security before I freeze it to death. So I'm just going to hop in the shower here. Oh, it's starting a little cold. I'm scared. Yeah, I'm starting it off warm. It's not warm yet. Yeah. Getting there. No? Yeah, so I start off with a warm shower. I do this just for sanitary purposes. I feel like warm water cleans a little better, gets the soap a little frothier. So I'd say always. I personally start with warm, and both from a more of a scientific perspective, like the research I've done, and more from a traditional perspective, like Slavic traditions, yogic traditions. Both of them have traditions of going from hot to cold, that being beneficial. So don't think you're a wuss starting with cold. I think it's actually a good thing starting with hot, going from hot to cold, then hot to cold. So that's what I do. So it's pretty toasty. So imagine I'm just washing my hair here. This is your typical shower just to get ready for work, whatever. Okay, so you might spend 10 minutes in here. Sometimes I spend 15 minutes just I don't want to do it. Okay, but that at some point you gotta just crack the whip. And what I do to prepare for the cold is, and during the cold, but to prepare for the cold, I start doing belly breaths. So in through the nose, and I also try to go out through the nose. But you can go out through the mouth too. I think the most important thing is in through the nose. So getting those nasal passages opened up, and you know, and you also feel, in my opinion, more heat that way. Like you get more heat from the oxygen going in. So if I turn sideways, you can see my belly coming out. So after you do about 10 of those, it's time to crank it to the cold. Oh boy. So yeah, it's full cold now. And you can see I'm maintaining smooth, steady breaths. You don't want to be like, you don't want to get into that panic breath, like I said before, because that's when I feel like cold showers might have a detriment to you. It'll tighten up your body, and then you'll feel like cold for like another hour or two afterwards. It's just like, you want this to be beneficial immediately, like on a day-to-day basis, not beneficial like in some future where you're some badass monk or something. Let it be beneficial right now. So one of the things besides breathing that's very important, I've never seen mentioned in any videos, is posture. So what I do is get a strong base. So imagine like you're carrying another person on your shoulders, all right? And like knees bent a little bit, chest flared out, like exaggerate it, really exaggerate it. Shoulders back, shoulders down, and for whatever reason, this really helps with being able to handle the cold water. I don't know what it is, but it's not just your breath. Like right now, I stopped breathing pretty deeply, which usually I have to do if I have like bad posture. I have to breathe. But when I just get into this like exaggerated superhero pose, I promise I'm not just flexing for the camera. It really helps for whatever reason. And also flexing too. So I flex on the in-breath and then let it loose on the out-breath. And this just keeps the blood going, I feel like. I feel like it's helping pump the blood through my body. Whew. I think one of the big things is also getting your head wet, like getting your head freezing to that like ice cream point. Like again, not like panic discomfort, but like to that point, like whoa, where you get like a little lightheaded, and yeah, that's good too. So anyway, I might go on like this for a few minutes. One other thing too, I have a shower head, which is you want to do so. Make sure you get your feet, every inch of your body, direct contact with cold water for at least a little bit. I also like to spray my bum right up there. So a few other coping mechanisms is smiling. Smiling helps. So just a nice little smile. I also like to do the skull smile. So if I really need some inner drive, inspiration, I'll also like give the middle finger to the cold water. Also yell, just roar, roar at the top of your lungs. I mean, all of that stuff, it just, I don't know how it works, but it helps. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Usually, I don't even know how long I do it. Like sometimes I time travel in the shower, I swear. Like I go in, and it's like then a half hour passes by, and I mean that's what you want, I think. So again, why would you do this? Why would you subject yourself to it? Again, don't look for any benefits. That's a mistake I made. I make it everything. Whenever I try to like improve, do some self-improvement thing. Oh yeah, am I feeling better? Am I feeling healthier? Am I stronger? Yeah, forget about all that. I honestly can't narrow down any precise benefit I've gotten from cold showers. part of that is because I try to do like all kinds of other stuff, you know, self-improvement stuff. So yeah, it's all mixed together. Who knows what's doing what? But I do know cold showers let me just check off that day. Like, all right, I did something that day. Maybe it's not great, but you know, it was challenging. So yeah, I hope that helped. You know, please leave questions. There's tons of videos online that you can read. Wim Hof, Wimhof. That's like a pop. That's how I got introduced to cold showers. So you know, lots of videos reference Wim Hof, and yeah, I hope that. Yeah, I hope you get into it. Leave a comment, leave questions. I think I went over pretty much everything that I personally do. And again, it was mostly just stuff that I haven't seen in other videos. Like the middle finger, you don't really see that in other videos, right? So, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and hope that was helpful. Or, yeah.